Good morning students, welcome to the chemistry class. Today we are going to study very important products of sodium chloride. Okay, let's start with sodium hydroxide. Its common name is caustic soda. So when we pass electricity through concentrated solution of sodium chloride, okay, concentrated sodium chloride solution is also called brine. So when we pass electricity through this brine, it get decomposed into aqueous sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen gases. Now see, in electrolysis, sodium hydroxide, it is in aqueous form. Okay, chlorine, it gets evolved near chloride ion. Okay, Cl minus ion. So Cl minus ion, these are anions, so they will move towards anode. Okay, and H plus ions, cations, so they will move towards cathode. Therefore at anode we get chlorine gas and near cathode we get hydrogen gas. Okay, and sodium hydroxide also we get in aqueous form. This process is called chlor-alkali process. Why? Because our products are chlor. Chlor means chlorine, and alkali, sodium hydroxide, is a very strong alkali or strong base, water soluble base, that is alkali, and therefore this reaction is called chlor-alkali reaction or chlor-alkali process. Okay, now what are the uses of sodium hydroxide? It is used in soaps and detergents, in making rayon, in the manufacture of paper. It is also used in the extraction of aluminium metal, then in making dyes and bleaches. Now here we have got very important byproduct, that is chlorine. Okay, so it is used in the production of bleaching powder. Now see, this is very important reaction. Okay, calcium hydroxide plus chlorine. So when we pass chlorine through calcium hydroxide, we get calcium oxychloride. Okay, the common name of calcium oxychloride is bleaching powder. Okay, bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in laundry. See, chlorine is a disinfectant. Therefore, it is used to kill germs. Okay, so it is used to sterilize drinking water as well as for disinfecting swimming pools. Okay, so these two reactions are very important. Our second industrially important product is baking soda. Okay, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is produced on a large scale by reacting a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride, which is called as brine, with ammonia and carbon dioxide. So in this reaction you can see NaCl, that is brine, plus ammonia plus H2O plus CO2. We are getting sodium bicarbonate, that is baking soda, and ammonium chloride is a byproduct. Okay, so this sodium bicarbonate, it consists of white crystals. They are sparingly soluble in water, mild, non-corrosive, and the solution of sodium bicarbonate in water is mildly alkaline. Okay, second is action of heat. When we heat this sodium bicarbonate, okay, see NaHCO3, on heating we are getting sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide and water. So this reaction takes place when sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated during the cooking of food. Since sodium bicarbonate gives carbon dioxide gas on heating, it is used as a constituent of baking powder to aerate the dough, and it is also used in effervescent drinks. Okay, we'll see some uses of sodium bicarbonate. It is used as antacid in medicine to remove acidity of the stomach. Then baking powder. Okay, so baking powder is a mixture of baking soda and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid or citric acid. So when baking powder is mixed with water, then sodium bicarbonate reacts with tartaric acid to evolve carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so in this reaction you can see sodium bicarbonate which is present in dough. It reacts with tartaric acid present in baking powder H plus aqueous. Okay, so baking powder is a mixture of sodium bicarbonate and tartaric acid, any edible acid. We are getting sodium tartarate salt. Okay, it is sweet and it pleasant to taste, and then our products are carbon dioxide and water. So the carbon dioxide gas produced gets trapped in the wet dough and bubbles out slowly, making the cake to rise and become soft and spongy. Okay, so what will happen if you are using only baking soda? Yes, if only baking soda is used in making cake, then sodium carbonate formed from it by the action of heat will give a bitter taste to our cake, right? The advantage of using baking powder is that tartaric acid is present in it, can react with sodium carbonate and neutralizes it, right? And the sodium tartarate salt formed by neutralization has a pleasant taste. Okay, one more very important role of sodium bicarbonate, it is used in soda acid fire extinguisher. Yes, soda acid, we have studied reaction between bicarbonate and acid. Yes, in bicarbonate and acid we get salt, water and carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide is a fire extinguisher. Our third product from sodium chloride is washing soda. Okay, washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O. Sodium carbonate decahydrate 10H2O. Sodium carbonate which does not contain any water of crystallization is called anhydrous sodium carbonate. Means if you are only using Na2CO3, it is called anhydrous. Anhydrous means without water of crystallization. Okay, anhydrous sodium carbonate, or commonly it is known as soda ash. Okay, let's see the steps of the production of washing soda. In first step, what happens? A cold and concentrated solution of NaCl called brine is reacted with ammonia carbon dioxide to obtain sodium bicarbonate. So sodium bicarbonate is soluble in water, means slightly soluble in water, so easily can precipitate out. In second step, sodium bicarbonate is separated by filtration, dried and heated. So on heating it decomposes to form sodium carbonate, or we can say anhydrous sodium carbonate or soda ash. Okay, second reaction is also very important. So this is what? Soda ash. In third step, soda ash is dissolved in water and recrystallized to get washing soda crystals containing 10 molecules of water of crystallization. Okay, third reaction, Na2CO3 plus 10H2O. On recrystallization we do get washing soda. Okay, so these crystals are transparent and it is crystalline solid and soluble in water, and it has cleansing property, and therefore it is used as cleansing agent. It also used for removing permanent hardness of water. It is used in the manufacture of glass, soap and paper. It is also used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Okay, so today we have studied very important, industrially important products from common salt, that is sodium chloride, where we use sodium chloride as a starting material. Okay, so sodium chloride is a very important salt. From that salt we can get sodium hydroxide. Okay, then washing soda and baking soda. Okay, so write down today's notes, go through this lesson, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you so much.